Welcome in AI class. Today we will continue with our topic that is functions of an entrepreneur, and today we will discuss managerial functions. That is, as entrepreneur, what are the managerial functions of an entrepreneur? First one, it is planning. We all know about planning. It is very important for any business, for any venture. So, an entrepreneur documents a business idea in the form of a business plan to detail each element of the business, such as product or service description, operations, marketing, finance, accounting, growth plan, etc. Where a business plan serves as guide to determine the business objectives and the course of action. So, what is planning? It is the basic management function which includes formulation of one or more detailed plans to achieve optimum balance of needs or demands. So, to achieve the objective of the business, planning is very important. It's rightly said that well plan is half done. So, if planning is well planned, so it is half done of the objective. So planning is a systematic activity. It is detailed program regarding future course of action. To get coordination, planning is required, contribution and perfect adjustment. So it helps in detail what, when, how and who of the doing every specific task. So if planning, it's a proper planning, then it will be beneficial to the business activities, where a goal without planning is just a wish. So planning is very important for any venture, for any enterprise. Second is organizing. Organizing in the managerial context refers to setting specific and attainable goals and objectives to be achieved by different departments and by each employee. So, what is organizing? Organizing involves assigning tasks, grouping tasks into departments. There are different departments of any business, any organization. So, assigning tasks, grouping tasks into departments, delegating authority and allocating resources across organization. During organization process, manager coordinates employees, resources, policies and procedures to achieve the goals of the business that are determined in the starting. So, in short, it's about arranging, directing, guiding, coordinating, and controlling the business activities. Next, directing. Direction is also required in any business. What is direction? Directing is about initiating planned action and ensuring that each employee is performing effectively. So, directing is said to be a process in which the managers instruct, guide, and oversee the performance of the workers to achieve defined goals of the venture, defined goals of the enterprise. Next, staffing. We have already discussed in the previous notes that manpower is also required in any business, in any organization. So staffing refers to different sub processes around human resource management, such as manpower planning, recruitment, selection, placement, training of the employees, transfer, salary, promotion, etc. Staffing, it is one of the significant function of the management. It consists the process of acquiring, deploying and retaining a workforce of sufficient quantity and quality to create positive impacts on the effectiveness of the organization. So what is the objective? What is staffing? It is to fill particular position with the right employee at a right time with right quality. Next is leadership role. What is leadership? We all know leadership is more a leadership is more of a skill than a function for an entrepreneur, as entrepreneur has to lead, guide and supervise people of the organization, people who are working in the business. In simple, we can say leadership is the art of motivating a group of people to act towards achieving a common goal. So it is also important for the entrepreneur to lead, to guide, to supervise the employees, the work of the business of the enterprise to attain the required goal, to attain the predefined goal for the business. Next is communication. We have already discussed communication detail in the starting. What is communication? What are the objectives of communication? And it is required in each and every department, in any organization, in any enterprise. So an entrepreneur has to communicate every single day, and communication may be in the form of writing, answering, responding, drafting emails. It may be verbal or non-verbal, in the form of discussion, in the form of meetings. So entrepreneurs spend 75% to 90% of their work communicating with others, communicating with the different departments of the organization, communicating with the different people of the organization. It refers to exchange of ideas, feeling, emotions, knowledge and information between two or more persons. Effective communication is required in every organization. Nothing happens in management until effective communication takes place. So thus, what is the importance of communication? Why it is required? Communication helps to understand people better by removing misunderstanding. Sometimes there is no communication and there might be misunderstandings in the people, in the different part of the organization. So it helps to remove the misunderstanding and create clarity of thoughts and expression. Next, supervision. Supervision is also very important function of entrepreneur. After instructions, say entrepreneur has given instructions to the employees, to the workers of the enterprise. Now it is the duty of entrepreneur to see that the given instructions are carried out or not. Yes, so supervision refers to the job of overseeing subordinates, overseeing the employees at work to ensure that the maximum utilization of resources, whether we are getting according to the predefined goals or not, whether we are working according to the predefined goals or not. For that, supervision is required. So we can say supervision is directing, guiding and controlling the work with a view to see that they are working according to plan with the time, within the time schedule or not, whether the employees are working according to the predefined goals firstly, and also within the time in which we have to obtain the predefined goal. And next is motivation. We all know the role of motivation. What is motivation? So employees are working, workers are working in the organization, in the enterprise, or any member of the organization needs motivation. Self motivation is also important, where it is a role of entrepreneur to motivate the employees of the enterprise also, to encourage the employees of the enterprise also, along with guiding employees. That entrepreneur has given guidelines what to do, how to do, and when to do. It is also the responsibility of an entrepreneur to play a role of motivating them, encouraging their positive behavior and culture within the organization. It is a psychological process of creating an urge among the employees to do certain things or behave in the desired manner. So, motivation, it is the set of psychological forces that compel us to take action. Yes, so it direct toward us to do this, to do that. It is very important for any enterprise, for any organization. The importance of motivation can be realized from the fact that the performance of the worker depends upon his or her ability and motivation. So, a sound motivation is required to attain the predefined goals of the business in every organization, for every enterprise. Next, coordination. Coordination between different departments of the business helps to ensure that the work happens in timely manner. It is very important to channelize the activities of various individuals in the organization. There are different departments, there are different parts, there are different sections of every organization, and coordination among the different groups, among the different people, among the different parts of the organization is very important to achieve the common goals. So it means organizing the activities of two or more groups so that they work together efficiently and know what the others are doing. If there will be no coordination in between the different parts of the organization, then how we will get know that what others are doing. So coordination in between the different part, in between the people of the organization, in between the people of the business enterprise is very important to attain the required goals of the business. Next, controlling process. It is also very important to control all the activities of the business to attain the goals, to attain the aims of the business. Sometimes controlling enables the entrepreneur to get his or her company's policies implemented and take corrective actions if performance is not according to the predetermined standards. So controlling plays very important role, as it is the process of comparing the actual performance with the set of standards of the company. And why controlling is required? To ensure that activities are performed according to the plan, and if there is any change required, if there is any updation required to attain the goals for the effectiveness of the business, so that we can take that corrective action. The process begins with establishing standards of performance, and it checks, it measures actual performance, it compare the actual performance with the predefined goal, it find the variation, and if required, then yes, it will take a corrective action. That is known as controlling. And last is negotiation. What is the meaning of negotiation? Negotiation are the qualities that allow two or more parties to reach a compromise. Yes, what is negotiation? To reach a compromise in between two people, in between two groups, or we can say in between two parties. So An entrepreneur, it is the role of entrepreneur to negotiate terms and conditions for many parts of the business, like for the payment terms, for the timelines, salaries of employees, etc. So these are the functions we have discussed. These functions are under the category of managerial functions of entrepreneur. Next, our topic is role of entrepreneurs. Almost role we have discussed in all the functions of entrepreneur. That's why here I am going to discuss almost each and every part we have discussed, and from these functions here I have listed basically roles of entrepreneur. So first one is coordinating role. We have already discussed the meaning of coordination. Coordination in between the different department, in between the different sectors, in between the different parts of the organization is required to attain the required goal of the business. Next, second is agents role. Entrepreneurs are perceived as agents of change. They identify the opportunities, establish enterprise and build up industries, which in turn lead to overall development of the economy. We have seen there are number of changes, there are new things in the market. The rapid growth of marketing is constantly changing our way of living also. Automatically, um, according to the change in the marketing, there will be change in the living of the society of that part, society of that country. So bringing new things in the market, and according to that there is change in the society, the way of working, the way of communicating of the people. So entrepreneurs are called agents of change. That's why uh, entrepreneurs are termed as agents of change. So it is very important role of entrepreneur. Next, innovators role. We have already discussed in the functions. uh, Innovating something new ideas are required for the enterprise, for the business. After innovating new ideas, how to implement that idea, that is required. So it is a role of entrepreneur to innovate something new, because there is a lot of competition in the market. Daily new products are coming in the market, and according to that people are changing, people are purchasing according to that. So it is the role of the entrepreneur to come up with new idea, to innovate something new and implement that idea. Next is risk assumption role of entrepreneur. We all know risk are the part of every business, every venture, every enterprise. The economic reward of risk bearing is profit. Entrepreneurs retain some amount of the profits earned and put it back in the business. The ultimately leads to the This ultimately leads to the capital formation, which is required for economic development. So risk assumption, what is risk assumption? It means technique of risk management under which an individual or business firms assumes that what will be the expected loss to the firm, what will be the expected loss to the business, that are not catastrophic, that means the sudden loss, but the way we can protect our business from that loss. For example, by insurance, number of insurance different policies are there. So for the sudden loss, for the loss which is otherwise impossible to tackle, so in such case there are number of policies, number of ways to tackle that loss. It is also the role of entrepreneur how to bear the loss, how to handle the loss. Next, imitating role. What is imitating? What is the meaning of imitating? Imitating means copying the words, copying the actions of others. There are number of examples. Sometimes we have no any new idea. It doesn't mean we cannot start enterprise, we cannot start a business. Yes, there are number of existing ideas. Imitating to mean, yes, we can copy of others idea, we can start from others idea. Also we can start our business from others idea. There are number of you can see number of business running which are similar to each other, and they are running uh, by copying others idea. So imitating role, that is, we can adopt innovations of the developed nations, and we can implement if change is required, if updation is required. Yes, we can change also, and we can run the enterprise. Capital formation role. We all know capital is required for every business uh, to start, to run the business. Entrepreneurs enable the formation of capital by the idle saving for the purpose of carrying on a business. So to carry on the business, capital is very important, is required for every enterprise or every business. The movement of wealth leads to an increase in the capital of company and development of assets. So capital formation increases investment, which affects development in two ways. What are these two ways? First is uh, it will increase per capita income and increase in the purchasing power, which in turn creates more effective demands. Yes, so capital will increase the per capita income. And second, investment leads to an increase in the production. So depending upon the capital, we can invest more in our business, and according to that we can increase our production also. So it is the role of entrepreneur, that is capital formation role. Next, a balance role, balancing role of entrepreneur. What is balancing role? Let us discuss. Entrepreneurs provide for the regional developments by starting small scale industries. And these small scale industries, these help in the economic development of every country, of every nation. India needs the decentralized structure to remove regional imbalance in the economic development. So we can say entrepreneurs, by the small scale industry, by the small scale enterprise, entrepreneurs help in economic development of the society, economic development of the country. Next, status transformation role. We all know what is status, the way of living, the standard of living. Entrepreneurs generate employment, income, and wealth, which improves the overall standard of living in the society. So if there will be enterprise in any society, if there will be business, if there will be opportunities in the society, automatically there will be employment. If there will be employment, yes, it will increase the income level of the people of the society, and automatically it will improve the living standard of the society. Improved standard of living leads to economic development, as it reduces the disparity in the income. So automatically, if there will be increase in the income, it will improve the living standard of that society. And next is employment generation role. So if there will be enterprise, if there will be business, automatically there will be employment in that area. So establishment of the business enterprise leads to the generation of the employment. So in simple, uh, by generating enterprise, by creating enterprise, by the new ideas. If there will be business, if there will be opportunities in the society, automatically there will be employment in that society. So it will generate, it will create the opportunities for the people of the society, and it will reduce the unemployment. Automatically it will improve the development of the economy. So these were the roles of the entrepreneur. Read carefully, write these notes on the fair copy, and if there will be any problem, you can call or you can message me. Thank you.